What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we finished backtracking all over the previous places we've been to in Sinnoh, but with Surf in hand, which has allowed us to get a whole lot more done that we couldn't the first time we were there. But now that we've gathered all of the items, fought all the trainers, all that good stuff in those areas, welcome to Route 219. There's an antidote here, which I honestly could have grabbed the first time I was here, but I didn't think to go down this way. Now we are here, and I am going to be putting my max repels to work going through these next 3 routes, which is probably going to take us like 3 episodes, which I really am not looking forward to, honestly, because I would really rather just get on the road here. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get through all of these fights as fast as I possibly can. In fact, I'm going to try to actively avoid fights for the next couple of episodes, because this is all stuff, and this is probably why I always have this experience with Gen 4. A lot of this is stuff that I don't normally do until, like, the end game. But it is technically available now, so we are going here. My main conceit for going down here is just to get the items. I want the items as fast as possible, and, ooh, we have Grass Knot, too. I want to get the items as fast as I possibly can, but you know what? This experience that we're getting from all these fights is kind of overkill. So I'm going to try to do my absolute best to avoid as many trainers as I can while grabbing as many items as I can. Sometimes getting those items is going to necessitate that I fight certain trainers, though, so those ones won't necessarily be super optional. So just bear with me. But yeah, we're gonna try to cover all the ground that we possibly can going through here. As far as new Pokemon in these areas, I don't think there are any. Like, you can catch yourself a I'm just gonna do this. You can catch yourself like a Luminion by fishing in these areas and whatnot, which is kind of a little bit new, but honestly not really. The only new Pokemon that's going to be worth mentioning is going to be on Route 221, which is the only part that actually has some, like, actual ground to stand on. We'll talk about that when we get to that point, but for right now, I'm not really too worried about it. My goodness, I just need to get rid of Grass Knot on you, don't I? Probably. And we'll see what else. What else can I teach Gongon, honestly? I really should look that up. Maybe we can give him a different TM because of, other than Grass Knot, because, yeah, that just doesn't have a place, if I'm being honest here. I'm going to do this, actually, and then I'm going to use Psychic on Shellos. See what that does. Maybe we can just knock it out that way. Because, yeah, I'm not huge on that. I mean, well, I guess he isn't too far away from getting Gyro Ball, which is the same thing as Grass Knot, but actually a stab move. So that's kind of good. What else could I teach him? Well, could have done Shadow Ball if I hadn't already taught that. Not really much else, though. There is one other TM that I'm going to be getting much, much later that will be very handy, but that's not going to be for a while, I think. Of course, it did survive, which sucks. Let's just use Mega Drain on you, and then it doesn't really matter what I use because... Or it is going to matter because you're going to... You're going to get that Quick Claw activation. Well, thanks very much for that. Okay. Perfect. We have beaten the tubers, which, I mean, not like they were going to be really all that difficult in the first place anyway. But okay, when do I actually get that? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all when we get that TM. So I guess we'll just hang on to Grass Knot until then. There's no point in replacing it with the TM. Okay, here we go. So, actually, there was an item on this island that I probably should have gotten, huh? Let's see. Yes, I'm standing right on it. Hey, we got ourselves a Zinc. I will take that. And I'm actually going to put both of the Zincs that I have in my pocket right now into Era really quickly. Just because she needs all the defense boosts that she can possibly get. And then I've also got myself a Protein here. Let's teach that to none of you, actually. An HP up, maybe? We'll put that into Geist, at least. There we go. Not bad. We got Calcium and Iron. Okay, Iron is also going to go into Era. I'm just going to get rid of all this stuff now. And the Calcium I'm actually going to put into Gongon. There we go. Raise that special attack just a little bit. We'll save the Protein for Infernape. But now we're heading into Route 220. And we are going to be very careful as we go through here. So I'm going to try to get around both of you, since you two seem to be optional. Got ourselves one item, a Max Repel. Thank you very much. Okay, and then if I can, I'm going to go down this way. And I'm absolutely just going to fly out of this route when possible, too. This is a Splash Plate, Bottom part of the... Okay, there we go. Text engraved on the plate. The original one breathed alone before the universe came. Cool. And now there is a hidden one around here somewhere, but it might be in a different spot. Let's see. I don't think I want to go that way. I think I want to go this way, possibly? To the right? Let's see. Yes. Okay, I don't think I'm avoiding this guy. So we're gonna... Let's get into this fight here. Like I said, not all these trainers are optional. So we are going to have to deal with them. But I'm going to skip as many as I can. Adrian, huh? Remoraid. Okay. Well, you shouldn't be too difficult. Just use more Giga Drains. Man, it's going to be so nice when I can actually change your moveset up a little bit. I haven't actually, like, refreshed myself on what I can get Roselia. Because, like, I don't have the Gen 4 learn set memorized in my mind or anything. I really only know Roselia based off of its Gen 3 and like Gen 8 learn sets. Let's see. I'm going to go to Gong Gong for this one for that earthquake damage. Let's see what it does here. So let's see. There we go. I guess we're not too far away from a really darn good move for Roselia. We'll use earthquake here. Then I just need to get myself Sludge Bomb on her, and then we should be, honestly, all that good to go. Yeah. She's getting there. We're working on it. It's a process. Down goes Tentacool. And now, one more, which is Octillery. Okay, I think I'm going to go back to Helena for that one. I'm sure it's going to withstand at least 1 Giga Drain, but it shouldn't be able to make it through 2. I probably do need to put one of my PP-ups into Giga Drain at this point also, because I use it so much that she's always on the verge of running out, so 2 more uses would not hurt. Let's see, how much does that do? Oh my gosh! Okay, well, that was a lot more than I was expecting. I was thinking Octillery was going to be able to handle that. And of all the moves you could have used, you picked Bullet Seed, probably the least effective one. I mean, I'm not saying you're an idiot, but you're an idiot. That was, like, you literally could have used any of your water moves and it would have been better by default just with the stab damage. I do not understand that mentality at all. Or a lack of mentality, I guess it'd be more correct. Yes. Anyway, get out of here. Okay. That's some good experience, at least. Almost level 36. Not bad. And now, on this spot right here, there should be another hidden item somewhere, I think. I thought there was, but maybe not. Am I losing my mind here? Maybe it's over here. I mean, there is this item, but I know there's a hidden one somewhere as well. Got a Carbos. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. I swear there's another hidden item around here somewhere. Is it not up here? I'm going to keep looking. Let me go up here really quickly. No. Dead serious? Oh, there is. Yes, there is an item. Oh, but it's over this way. Okay, I knew there was. I knew I wasn't crazy. Big Pearl, thank you very much. Okay, that should be all of the items here on Route 220. So now we should be good to get the heck on it out of here and over to Route 221 as fast as we can. I don't know if there's any more trainers that are going to stop us on the way. We'll find out. Let's see. I can't remember if I need to go up or down, though. Well, let's go back to using a Max Repel again. I am definitely going to stock up on a lot more of these once I get back to Jubilife City. Let's see. Here we are. Yep, Route 221. Okay, can I squeeze past you? Oh, this is a dead end, though. Okay, hold on a second. Is there an item over here? Let me just make sure that there isn't anything. Okay, there isn't. I'm going to try to go around her. And now I need to go up onto the north side of the route. So I guess there is a trainer there if you want that extra experience. I do not right now. So I'm going to head over here. Okay, this is not an optional fight, so I'm going to try to get a double battle in then, if that's the case. Kind of have to do this one. How many bikinis is yours? Are there like do bikini models come in like car models? Like, oh, this is the 2021 Chrysler bikini. Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. Anyway, I'm going to use Giga Drain on this Floatzel, and then I would use Earthquake, but I think it's going to hurt. Let's see. Yeah, it is going to attack Helena, so we're not going to bother with that one. I'll just use Psychic. It's okay if it's not a one-shot. There's a Crunch to start things off. Ow. A Wrap to add a little bit of damage, but not a lot of bit of damage. And now we can get most of that health back. Probably not going to one-shot Floatzel either, just because it is a very big Pokemon, and Roselia doesn't hit that hard yet. Oh my gosh, never mind. Oh, Helena, you wonderful little flower. I love you, and I cannot wait to evolve you. Because, man, are you going to be strong when that happens. Okay, Psychic. And that's, like I said, not going to be a one-shot, but that's okay. Decent damage. A little extra residual wrap there, I suppose. I'm just going to use Stun Spore on you, and then we're going to hope the Quick Claw activates. It didn't. That's okay. The problem is Earthquake is not very useful in double battles. I wish it was. Stun Spore missed. Dang it. But I wanted to watch the life drain from this thing's eyes while it was paralyzed. Oh, well. But there we go. And Gong Gong hits level 35. Not bad. So is Era the only one at level 34 now? I think she is. We've almost got everybody on the same playing field at this point, which is good. Now let's continue. Another trainer over here I can squeeze past. Get ourselves an item. Got ourselves a protein. Another one that we'll be giving to our Infernape. Now let's head over here. Okay, we got a Fisherman there. More items to be had. An Ultra Ball. Cool, cool. Okay, I think there might be a hidden item around here somewhere in this patch of grass. Let's see. There is. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's go down right there. Hyper Potion. Thank you very much. We got another trainer over here. I can squeeze, and I didn't. Oops. That's okay. An Ace Trainer. All right, that's fine. There are quite a few trainers on this route, but I think there's only 4 up on land. Ooh, you're starting with a Cherim, huh? Okay, well, this is an opportunity, oh, Era is level 35. Well, I am going to switch to her, because she's obviously the best equipped to handle this Cherim. Petal Dance. Okay, it's going to be a fair bit of damage, but not too much. There we go. This is why we put these Zincs on. Let's go with a Fly. Probably not going to one-shot, but that's okay. Another Petal Dance, attack missed. Does that... I can't remember if that ends it. Oh, well, it's confused anyway, so it doesn't matter. Already fatigued after just 2 turns. Well, down you go. Right? Right? Yes, that's what I like to see. Okay, very simple. And the next Pokemon is Azumarill. Okay. Well, we might as well try to get ourselves that double money from this fight. So let's do that really quickly with Geist. Oh, boy. Oh, and actually, now is the time where I should be talking about the one new Pokemon that can be caught in this area, and that is Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo is a decent Rock-type Pokemon that, based on every single metric, you would think that it would have actually a very high speed stat. I mean, have you seen that thing run around in the overworld? It's very quick, but nope, just like every other rock type in the world, it has a very poor speed stat. I think that sucks. I really do wish it was more impressive in that regard. It just has very high attack and defense, but everything else about it is pretty weak. Special defense is nothing to crow about. It's only got a total base stat of 410, which is just not good, like, at all. It's very, very bad. Would not recommend getting one of those, especially because it's also a monotype Pokemon. You can do so much better than Sudowoodo. But hey, it's there if you absolutely want to get your hands on one, I guess. Just, I wouldn't recommend it. It's also very common and all over the place over here. Probably the most interesting Pokemon in this particular area, actually, is Floatzel, which can just be caught as is in this area. So if you've been waiting on that, go ahead. You can also find Giraffe Rig around here as well, but Floatzel's probably the one that I would say is the most eye-popping. So, I probably should have used Trick Room, but oh well. Oh, or we could just have the Quick Claw activate. Nice. And then knock you out. Goodbye, Lopunny. Very good Pokemon, but fare thee well. All horrible internet brain rot jokes aside. I've always been a big fan of it. I just love that it's a normal type that just kicks ass because there's really not enough of those across the games. Like, it's just kind of got that, like, badass energy to it, which I'm very appreciative of. I'm going to use this Carbos on Triton, actually. Yeah, I'm very appreciative of its design just in general and the amount of damage that it's able to dish out. And then its Mega really, truly unlocked its potential for those people who really wanted it to be a fighting type. And so, yeah, I think that's a perfect balance. I love that they didn't cave and make it a fighting type for its basic version, but then gave it for Mega, so it's like exactly what everybody expected it to be. It's perfect. Works both ways. I just wish its base stats were a little bit higher. It's my only problem with Lopunny. It almost is a glass cannon, but its physical attack just isn't high enough to make it that all the way. And also its learn set's a little bit weird too. There we go. TM81X Scizor. Let's talk about this move for a minute. This is pretty much the bug type equivalent to something like a Poison Jab or, well, yeah, it's very high physical attack, base power of 80, super awesome. Unfortunately, none of my teammates can learn it. I do not think Infernape can learn it as well, but I'm going to actually fact check myself on that really quickly. And I was correct in that, although Infernape can learn Poison Jab, which I was meaning to check earlier, so that's good to know that that is actually a possibility. I'm going to have to fight you, aren't I? This is the other ace trainer here. Let's just do it. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to teach that to Gyojo when we get him back here soon. We're almost done, though. We are almost done with this area. Getting super, super close. Okay. So Staraptor to start. That's not... I mean, it's okay that she's going to take the Intimidate. It's not like I'm switching her out or anything anyway. Definitely on over to Geist just to get that nice little money boost that we will happily take. He's not too bad. He's going to just throw out an Aerial Ace. I can handle Staraptor all day. By the way, almost all the Pokemon in this area all the trainers in this area can be rebattled with the Versus Seeker, so that is something to keep in mind. This is a good area to kind of level train if you're in dire need of it. Obviously, I am not, which is why I am trying to fight as few trainers as possible in these areas, but you get the gist. I mean, we're already pushing to the point where we're going to be hitting level 40 by the time we're done with the next gym, so... might be a little bit overkill. What do I want to use here? What do I want to use here? I'm losing my mind. Era. There we go. Okay, that's what I want. Could not remember for the life of me what I wanted to switch to for a second there. But yeah, Era's got the payback, so we will use her. Okay. I was wishing you were faster, but you are not. I think we had this exact experience a few episodes back, but whatever. Not quite enough to even two-shot you. Okay, this is going to hurt a little bit. Oh, a lot of bit. I don't like that. I really wish I could use Ominous Wind here. Girafarig and its mean typing. I swear. Almost. Another Psychic. Okay. Ow. Are you going to heal? No, you're not. Okay, that's right. Ace trainers do not heal, at least not this early in the game. They might when you get to Victory Road, but I could be wrong about that. And down you go. All right. Defeated Ace Trainer Jake. And we got some good money out of it. So now, set up here. Pal Park, a place for new beginnings. Let's talk to this guy. We're getting Pal Park ready. I wonder what you can do there. Okay, Pal Park is incredibly simple, but I'm just going to explain it very briefly. If you are playing Pokemon Platinum, Diamond, Pearl, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, all of them have their own iteration of Pal Park. Pal Park is not available until after you have beaten the Elite Four and obtained the National Dex. If you have any of the Generation 3 games, whether it be Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald, I actually don't know if this works with Ruby or Sapphire, but it does work with Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald. What you can do is you can put them in the Game Boy Advance slot on your DS and use the Pal Park as a migration tool to send those Pokemon up to Gen 4. This is the only legal way to do that, to move from Game Boy Advance up to DS, and then, of course, through DS, you can eventually transfer Pokemon all the way up to the current generation. It's just a very complicated process. Here in Pal Park, you are going to then, quote-unquote, catch those Pokemon that are going to be migrated. The problem with this is that you can only migrate 6 Pokemon at a time per 24-hour period, which really freaking sucks. You can manipulate this by changing the DS's internal clock, but the fact that you have to jump through those hoops every single time you want to is stupid. So if you're trying to move giant swaths of Pokemon at once, it's going to be a pain in the ass. But yes, Pal Park is how you do it. You obviously, again, you have to wait till endgame, but eventually you can move all those Pokemon up here and use them to complete your decks a whole lot faster by using previous ones. I mean, obviously this is for the purposes of completing the national decks, not the Sinnoh decks, but you get the gist of it. We got one more trainer right here, and I am going to be battling him before we call this an episode, because I do need to find one more location before all is said and done. We're almost there. All right, Collector Ivan. Togetic. Yeah, I'm going to need to switch again. And I think for you, I am going to switch on over to Geist for this one. There we go. And I think I can actually get to this area. I could be wrong, though. I hope this is the right way that I'm going. We ended up fighting pretty much all of the trainers here on the ground in Route 221, but that's fine. They're a lot more interesting than the swimmers anyway. Swimmers are annoying. They just throw out a bunch of fish and Gyarados at you. So who cares, right? As if I need to farm any more experience for my electric type here. He's the strongest member of my frickin' team at the moment. Okay, this way we go. And let's see. Is it over here? I think it is. I might need to... Do I need to pull out another repel here? I might have to. It's okay. I'm going to go buy a bunch of max repels as soon as this episode is over with. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Okay. I'm going to go over this way. And are there any hidden items over here? Let me just briefly check my dowsing machine. Oh, there is, actually. Is it there or is it up in the tree? There it is. A big mushroom. I will take that. Good selling. That's worth 2,500 right there. All right, let's head inside. And let's talk to this guy. I saw it. Today's number is 63. Show me a Pokemon that's level 63 if you can. I'll reward you. This is the level house, and every single day he is going to ask for a randomly leveled Pokemon. This is a much easier thing to do once you are in the post game and you've got Pokemon all over the level spectrum because you've caught a ton and you're working on training a bunch of them. And of course, it's also very easy to generate levels in the post game because you're going to do things like rebattling the Elite Four and whatnot. If you bring him a Pokemon that matches the level that he wants, he will give you either a black belt, an expert belt, or a focus sash. The black belt is the standard fighting type raising hold item, 10% increase on all fighting type moves. The expert belt increases the damage of super effective moves by 20%, which is really, really freaking nice. The Focus Sash allows a Pokemon to withstand any one-shot at least one time before it gets knocked out. So all of those are actually pretty darn good items, but the Expert Belt and the Focus Sash in particular have to be the most interesting. But that's, of course, if you can actually meet his requirements, which is not the easiest thing to do. That right there is a Pure Incense, which lowers the encounter rate of wild Pokemon if held by one of them. So that's a thing, I guess, if you absolutely want it. I'm not going to sing its praises or write home about it at all, but hey, it is there. Another incense for us to add to the collection that we've been gathering over the past few episodes. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. Thank you all so very much for watching. There may have been an item up in that top left corner that I might have missed, but I don't really care. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much. I'm glad we were able to get that done all at once because I didn't want to spend several episodes going through all of those routes. In the next episode, we are going to start making our way towards Canalave City, here from Jubilife Town, now that we can actually surf on, is it route, I think it's 208, if I'm not mistaken? I could be wrong. And actually, I think it might be route 218. I don't remember. It's whatever route is west of Jubilife City that we could only briefly glance at the first time we were there. So with all that said, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.